live from Newark, New Jersey. Also, the place of birth of myself, Jimmy Young, the founder of Pro Cannabis Media. This is Green Rush Live, another Friday afternoon business of cannabis talk show that we do every single Friday live on the Pro Cannabis Media Network on all of those social media platforms out there. You know, your YouTubes, your Facebooks, your LinkedIn Lives, and of course our Roku channel, PCM TV, and our Apple channel, PCM TV. I'm at the Athletes in Cannabis Conference here in Newark, New Jersey. And earlier, when they had their little breakout session with some of the athletes, I actually met an old friend, if you will, former #1 draft pick of the New England Patriots. Dominique Easley is here. And Reggie Grant, who is one of the co-founders of the Athletes in Cannabis Conference, along with Jeff Walker, was also in on this little breakout session. And they all talked about their cannabis stories, coming out of the cannabis closet, getting away from opioids, and also how to get into the business. And that was the opening discussion, the opening breakout room that I took part in earlier today. Now, I'll be back here tomorrow, and I'll do some interviews with some of the vendors here. But as you can tell, I'm actually at a very special booth at the Most Cannabis Group booth. And Claudia Post happens to be right with us. Say hi, Claudia.
Hi, Claudia.
I knew she'd do that. And Claudia, like Josh and like Rick, are both correspondents for We Talk News, which, as you know, always follows this Green Rush Live show at about 6 o'clock. So rather than going back and forth with Rick and Josh, I'm just going to wrap this baby up, and I'm going to say, take it away. And I know both you guys will do a great job. Rick Thompson, Josh Kincaid, I'm not going to sign off. Reporting live from Newark, New Jersey, I'm Jimmy Young. Back to you, Rick and Josh.
Welcome to the Green Rush, the business of cannabis. Wasn't that a fun little intro from our founder, Jimmy Young, there in New Jersey? The Green Rush is, of course, a 2-hour weekly live cannabis business talk show produced by Pro Cannabis Media. We broadcast every Friday from 4 to 6. We discuss news, issues in the cannabis market, and every week we conduct a deep dive into specific topics of the industry. Today's subject, athletes in cannabis. I'm Rick Thompson, and I'm joined by Josh Kincaid. Welcome, Josh.
Thanks, Rick.
Josh, tell people a little bit about yourself as we introduction.
Start with my own podcast, The Talking Hedges Cannabis Business Podcast, but been in the cannabis industry for a little over 9 years.